Steve, it was brought to my attention that you were querying our village engineer about his home address.
No.
Well, no, there's eyewitnesses to the conversation.
Conversation was
A
one
meeting or so ago.
Yeah, I asked him right here if when he came to the podium to speak that he introduced himself like everybody else. That's all I asked. That was all our conversation was.
You know what? Steve Backman does not produce the rules that are used here for the conduct at our council meetings. Our village engineer is an appointed engineer.
Cut the chase. Okay.
Don't be bothering any of our employees.
You know what? I asked him to do it for the people at home. That was my conversation.
To give his home address?
For the people at home to know who he is. He's on TV.
Yeah,
this guy comes
up. I
up.
introduced him as our village engineer, didn't I? He's our village engineer.
We played the tape. He just comes up to the microphone and starts talking. I asked him very politely. I said, Mr. Stirk, when you come to speak at the podium from now on, could you please identify yourself so the people at home know who you are?
And so
that's all I asked him to do as a courtesy.
He wasn't introduced as our village engineer at all?
At one point, when he came up the second time, you said, okay, Mike. That's all you said. I'm sorry. I just asked him politely. He insisted on badgering Gloria and I to the door.
Okay.
You know, Marty was standing right. Marty, come here, please. What did I say to Mark Stirk? Didn't I ask him politely if he would say who he was when he stepped to the podium? You were standing right there when I politely interrupted.
Yeah, you did interrupt, but you said, excuse me, and just said, hey, next time around, give your name. I think that's all you asked for.
I just asked him to identify himself. I called him Mr. Stirk. I didn't say Mark, because I don't know him either.
Somehow or another, he said that you asked him about his home address.
Absolutely not. Okay. I said for the people at home.
Okay.
That's where the word home was used.
And it could be.
There was sensitivity. He was sensitive. I think you became sensitive when he kind of responded like, "Hey, I did,"
So he said he did, and I said, "No, you didn't, but that's okay. Please, if you could do it in the future." And then he followed us, and then he rode up in the elevator with Gloria. Okay. I don't know why all I did was ask him a simple question. It was just a common courtesy, Mayor. I mean, it wasn't about us. I don't want to make your rules. That's not my job. You know that, and that's why I'm cutting to the chase. I just asked him politely. Okay. I don't even formally know him.
Okay.
That's why I introduced, Mr. Stirk, please.
Okay.
So, that's all. I was
fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I have no interest in hassling any of our employees.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll check and I'll change it.